Teams ready to come out. Forget what happened last week. They start square here tonight. Mark O'Mealy back. You can see him there in the foreground, back from a quadricep injury. Willie Mason's second game. Here we go then. The cool customer, Andrew Ryan, captain of the Bulldogs. Captain of their premiership winning side in 2004. Lots of finals experience here across this side. Ryan, O'Mealy, Mason, the big three right at the front. Full house at Dairy Farmers Stadium. They've got their game faces on, there's no question about that. Not at all fussed about the fanfare. Not at all fussed about a cold reception. They are here, and they are here to win. Crowd gets ready for the Cowboys entrance with Jonathan Thurston, the Dally M medal winner for the second time in his great career. What about these pictures out of the Cowboys rooms right now? Shades of the Magpies under Roy Masters. Back in the 70s. No face slapping and plenty of contact. First time in the top four for the Cowboys tonight. The third time this ground has hosted a finals match. The first was 1997 in the Super League year. It was the Broncos and the Sharks that played. And then in more recent times we had the Cowboys up against the Broncos. But this is the first time they have legitimately won the right to host a playoff. Mason fired up. New Zealand international Benny Roberts at 5'8". Third finals appearance tonight. Interesting stat just on the Bulldogs. The most experienced players in terms of finals football is Corey Hughes. Hughes tonight plays his 19th match at this time of the year. Here we go, Cowboys country indeed. The North Queensland Cowboys out on the Dairy Farmers. That is some feeling right there. Their hearts will be beating out of their chests right now, the Cowboys players with pride.
And Bossy, they were marvellous pictures from the dressing room there. They really told a story. These two teams went head-to-head 8 days ago, and you cannot compare the intensity with what we just saw there to what we saw at the last round of the competition proper. This is semi-final intensity and nerves on display here.
And the Cowboys come into tonight having won their last 5 matches, and if they do win tonight, they also equal the club record, the winning streak record of 6, which was set through the first 6 rounds of last year. All in readiness here at Dairy Farmers Stadium. Paul Simpkins, referee for this one. Phil Cooley, video referee. There's a real edge to it, isn't there? Game 2, the second qualifying final underway. Cowboys and the Doggies. Mark O'Mealy with the first hit up. And he's been fed nothing but raw meat, I reckon, for the past fortnight. Waiting for tonight, waiting for finals football. Nice run here by Utai. Almost back to the 30. And trapped there, almost a second tackle from Justin Smith. And good meters for Hughes down the short side. This is how they finished at the end of 25 rounds. Third with 32 competition points. Their best ever effort for Cowboys. The Dogs disappointed that they limped to the line into the final series, head-to-head. 7 of 22 won by the Cowboys. They've had only 2 wins here. The second being last Friday week. Mason playing it on tackle 5. Been a good first set from the Dogs. Sherwin's kick with purpose to the corner, takes a left turn and finds the line. We spoke about control and composure and steadiness last night. That was semi-final football, first set all over.
Oh, I love that. That was a good set of 6. No flamboyance there. A couple of darts out of dummy half. Most of the forwards got a touch. And the Bulldogs made a statement that they're here, they mean business. And they're in a better frame of mind than what they were the last time these two teams met. You don't often see it in rugby league these days. 2 teams play each other only a week apart. You see it in Origin. That's the ultimate test. This will be a test here for both teams tonight. Big tackle.
Good tackle
off the back
on
of the scrum.
Willie Tonga got up there on Ash Graham, who's been in sparkling form. Now Bowman in game number 201 tonight. A little less emotion about the evening. Pain away for Carl Webb, runs straight at Matua, and Mason comes over the top. Webb's all fired up. Playing for a penalty, doesn't get one. Thurston with it. Inside it comes for Big Scott. Origin player from last year. 3 in the tackle there. Armit, O'Mealy, Hughes, the entire front row of the Doggies. They're going to kick early here. Bowen from inside the 40. And he's got the skill of a 40-20. This one pulls up. Well, it's hit a soft bit of earth and just stopped. Nice if he was pitching it at the pin, but not when he was looking for the sideline.
They're probably showing their cards early there. The Cowboys, they don't want to get stuck down in their own end against this big Bulldogs forward pack. They got the 4th tackle, got an early kick, and then put a good kick chase on it. They do not want to play inside their own half.
Another good hit up from O'Mealy, and now Hughes works with Sherwin, and on it comes from Matua. Thurston came in low, and as Phil Gould predicted in the team cards, Ben Farrer playing left centre, Mark Henry left wing, and Paul Bowman at lock forward. Mason almost forward to Ryan. Wonderful tackle by Matt Bartlett. Ryan was through. Sherwin, last tackle, goes high. Henry's underneath it. He's turned around, and Masri's there and loses control, but he had a chance. Azamel Magic.
Yeah, he came through on the blind side there. They didn't see him coming. It was Henry underneath the bomb. El Masri got his hands to it, couldn't control it. A change in the Cowboys' defensive line, which we saw late last week too. Jonathan Thurston defending on the left-hand side of the field. The Bulldogs will have to go looking for him if he's the player they want to target.
So Scott with the ball back to the 20 for North Queensland. 38-32 it was last week, but 38-10 it was after 59 minutes. Early indications are we will have nothing like that tonight. Smith. In fact, early indications are there will be no cheap points at all tonight. Payne, Thurston, inside with Sam Faust. What an occasion. Hails from Proserpine, first year of first grade. First time in finals football. Bowen kicks from outside the 40 this time. And back goes Utai, Ellie's 3rd game in the top grade this year. Back he comes, he's a pocket rocket. Matty Utai, fractured leg it was back in round 8 this year.
Who's the other good player from Proserpine? Is that Billy Slater territory?
A bit further up for Billy.
Kerry Bowstead.
Kerry Bowstead, that's the one, yeah.
Get your Queenslanders right, mate.
Now for Patton. And push back in the tackle. Nice defence there by Scott. O'Mealy, yet another hit up. Mark O'Mealy, the ogre, gets to halfway. That time held by Carl Webb. Hughes on for Armit. Ran there at Payne, and Payne's a good defender there. He's left a mark there on Chris Armit. He's a bit dusty. The Bulldogs front rower is back down. After that tackle by Aaron Payne, kick for the line. But Chris Armit, he will hobble to this scrum.
It looks like a knee problem here for Armit. No Sonny Bill Williams tonight. They get Mark O'Mealy back. And there's a theory around from Bulldog supporters that the fact that Sonny Bill's not there might force everyone else to lift their game. The Bulldogs have not been in great form for the last couple of months of the competition. Good shot here from Aaron Payne, and you'll see the leg just get picked up and down he goes. Well, you can't really see why it's injured, but he has got up limping heavily. But the Bulldog supporters believe that Sonny Bill's been carrying them. He's not here tonight. The others will have to lift their game.
And Cowboys in possession after that scrum. Sideline tonight with a legend in Queensland. Kevy Walters enjoying the action close up.
Mate, certainly am, Bossy. What a great night for rugby league here in Townsville. 21 degrees, perfect rugby league conditions, particularly this time of the year with semi-finals are on. Now, Phil Gould mentioned Sonny Williams. He won't be there tonight, of course, but the Bulldogs still got a very strong forward pack. 4 guys with international experience starting in the Bulldogs pack tonight, up against Carl Webb from the Cowboys. Of course, we look for also Jonathan Thurston and Matt Bowen to get the Cowboys home.
Some good points there from Kevin Walters, part of the team tonight. Thurston wrapped up on the 40. Last tackle here for the Cowboys, and they've got Bowen in position to kick from inside the 40. Here he goes, little Matty Bowen. Nice strike. He's got it over the head of Matty Utai. Utai almost back to his own goal line. Looks up. There's about 10 Cowboys chasers right there to make the tackle. Sam Faust was first down.
They're just feeling each other out at the moment, isn't it? You talk about composure, I'm going to say that word again. These sets have been very patient. They're just looking to get the kick. This is well and truly an arm wrestle. They're looking for the first side to crack to get themselves perhaps in an opportunity or in some field position to pace first points.
Look, Pat made a good burst there and now has him. Masri thought he had Farah offside. I didn't think the number 5 for the Cowboys was standing square. Now already Matua with a strong run. Got past Farah. Now through Thurston. Then is tackled by Scott. Gee, they're looking sharp around dummy half the Dogs tonight. This is a different blue and white side tonight. Sherwin kicks high. He was knocked down by Scott. Underneath it at the back is Bowen. He's got it. So Matty Bowen starts. And this set 5 metres out from the Cowboys line.
Just expanding on the Sonny Bill Williams theory before, when I've looked at the Dogs over the year, I've never seen them as a team that has to have 1 or 2 players that really have to perform well. But the emergence of Sonny Bill Williams this year perhaps is just a standout star in the NRL, has perhaps led some of the other players in the Bulldogs team to take a backward step, but tonight he's not there, and they look like they've started the game on fire.
Ty Williams has come in looking for the ball. He's been waiting out on the right wing. He's come all the way across to get a touch. And is wrapped up 25 metres out from the North Queensland line. Wonderful atmosphere here tonight as well, Smith. The streets are empty around Townsville.
They're doing a lot of that, aren't they? Just fading across the field, turning it inside. I guess the show and go's the one they're waiting for down the other end of the field.
Thurston really drove that kick low. Chance for El Masri on a kick return. As El Masri is met front on by Carl Webb. He didn't chase that kick looking for a haircut. He was there for a big tackle and he put one on. Patton is wrapped up.
This is totally different to the opening last night. Last night was physical, but the attack was all over the place, very frantic. These two teams very, very measured in their approach.
Now Roberts on for Mason. This is where I like what the Bulldogs are doing so far. Just close to the ruck. The speed of their work. Look at Roberts take off out of dummy half there. That is straight out of the Cowboys playbook. Wrapped up by Payne. 35 metres from the North Queensland line. Last tackle, Sherwin kicks it low. Bounces off Ty Williams. Now there's trouble. Matty Bowen. He's the man you want. He's got the ball. There's a cry of hell, it'll be penalty. Sink into a scream of hell. In this volume, though, from the crowd, hard for the players to hear, but you're at home in your lounge chairs. You can hear it through the on-field microphones.
Well, they got in nice and early, the kick chase team. But Matty Bowen was making his way to the ground. Ty Williams goes for the grab, but comes up with clean air. He looks to poke his head between. In the background, you can't hear it right now, but the referee was calling held. Great enthusiasm from the Dogs. This is a wonderful start, the start that they needed.
So the Cowboys come out with a relay of 3 passes to get to the 20-metre mark in from touch for the restart. Tackle 1 is 25 from their own line. Taking off with Graham, wrapped up on the 30. There was Chris Armott. He appears to be okay. That knee's not a problem. Thurston inside. Webb wasn't coming from any deep position there. Or rather, Sam Faust it was. And now Scott runs straight up into Mason. There's a bit of weight in that tackle. Down low was Corey Hughes. This time it's Webb. The show of the ball and then has to straighten up and got a good offload away. Despite 3 there. Here goes Bowen. Puts the foot down. The bow and arrow back to Payne. There for Thurston. What a trio. Bowen, Payne, Thurston. Play again, Sam. We love seeing it. What a try to the Cowboys. The first of the night. Oh, how good are they?
That is brilliant football. And when we talk of the Cowboys and their playmakers, no more 3 players are ever spoken of. Little offload to Bowen. What's the way that he positions Aaron Payne? Aaron Payne again, the way he positions Jonathan Thurston. And the Dally M winner opens the scoring here in the final at Dairy Farmers. Cowboys 4-0.
Well, I don't know whether the crowd needed a great deal of revving up, but they've got quite a shot of adrenaline right there, cheering on Matt Bowen in open space. The offload from Carl Webb was magnificent. And the role of Aaron Payne in support. I just think he's a bit of an unsung hero there at the Cowboys. He's appreciated by this club. Finals football live on Channel 9, and we take you as close as we possibly can to Jonathan Thurston as he lines up this kick. 7 from 7 last week. on a night where Hazem El Masri landed 4 from 6. What a try, offload from Webb. Bowen there, Payne support, Thurston to finish it off. They are some side to watch when they're on song, and they've been on song plenty lately. They're dancing, they're singing here. It is 6 still after 12.
And here's the try again, Matt Bowen. What an athlete, what a footballer this guy is. One of the most dangerous players in the competition. And here comes one of the 3 amigos up here in North Queensland, Aaron Payne, and Vossi's right. Had an outstanding season and an integral part of the team. And then the Dalian Player of the Year swoops in support to score the first try of the match.
That replay, Gus, showed Matty Bowen up so well, positioning Aaron Payne. He's talking to him at top speed. He's telling where he wants his mate.
They are the best in the league in broken play, in finishing it off. This ball's going to go dead. There's the kick-off from the Bulldogs, where they are pumped up. They've kicked at 65 when they didn't need to, and the crowd is up. The crowd is up now. The Cowboys are first on the board, and the Bulldogs have kicked out on the full. That's unforgivable. Unforgivable on a night like tonight.
It's ominous signs, isn't it, for the Dogs? I remember back midway through the season, the Bulldogs took a game to Suncorp Stadium, and it was these 3 guys, Thurston, Bowen and Payne, that was simply outstanding. Won the match for the Cowboys, and they're looking good again here tonight.
That was back in round 11 this year. Cowboys have beaten the Dogs 2 from 2 this season. They're Payne dummy half, 22 metres out from the line with Justin Smith, man without a club for next year. And just pushing off inside there for Ash Graham. Now Payne across, there's trouble brewing. Thurston, Bowen puts it down. Thurston wraps around to force the knock on, but it was building.
Yeah, well, the Bulldogs forced the error. They really got up in his face, and you'll see that Matty Bowen has a big look here as the ball comes out. They're stressed, and just when you think you've got the Bulldogs, all of a sudden Matua's right there. They had a big overlap but couldn't get it there, and Bowen came up with the fumble. That will be the contest tonight. The Cowboys testing the Bulldogs with their offloading, their speed. Don't forget, coming up after this game, the Sea Eagles and the Rabbitohs. How you Rabbitohs supporters going? Your season is on the line. You lose, you're out. The Sea Eagles, the number 2 team in the competition, looking to go further.
Sherwin cross with Millard, and Millard pushed back inside the 20. Got a taste of finals footy last year with the Dragons, Daryl Millard, in his rookie year. Now here's Andrew Ryan. Oh, Payne came out of that awkward there. And Payne went in a real crouch, went in low to make the tackle. There's a nice ball and put down by Sherwin. And the Cowboys come up with it with Thurston, a 0 tackle, and now penalty goes the way North Queensland. Corey Hughes right there, he kicks the ball away, gets the ball thrown at him.
Well, that's an unfair penalty. Corey Hughes thought that Thurston was going to get up and run again. He's quite within his rights to finish his work off. He tackles him, he falls off, Thurston goes, he tackles him and completes his work. Now that's not a penalty. That's not a penalty. It's footy, it's not touch.
That was the ruling of referee Paul Simpkins. And the Cowboys finding the line, and now Scott takes the first one. So the Bulldogs, they had a bit of momentum early, but now find themselves under quite a deal of pressure. It's a little hot in the kitchen at the moment. Here's Carl Webb. Tackled by Mason, 15 from the line. They lead by 6, and here is Thurston. Out it comes, a run around there with Bowman inside now with Bowen. Tackled there by El Masri and by Sherwin, still 10 away from the line. Henry, 13 on his back, but playing on the wing. Out it comes for Faust to take the tackle. El Masri has caught centrefield at the moment. After that one, they attacked in his wing, and then Payne with a run. Ball dribbles out of his hands. Bowen, centrefield, Webb straightens up. How good's he going? Carlos Webb now for Bowen. Showing the ball, showing the ball. Try perhaps, no. Mason with the ball. Ash Graham's had no trouble at all fighting the line this year, and somehow he was stopped right then.
Benny Roberts, a try saver, an absolute try saver. Brilliant attack by Bowen, gets the offload away, and Roberts over the top is able to force the error. The Dogs in all sorts of trouble as the Cowboys rev up in defence.
And that was Paul Bowman getting up on Luke Patton. O'Neilly takes the hard meters, but also takes a hard hit as well. Scott was there with Webb and Bowman. Now Armit with a charge. Payne hangs on, trying to make the front-on tackle. Last it is for the Bulldogs, and they're still inside their 30. Needs a big kick from Sherwin. He tries to provide it. Henry drifts back. Henry's got it covered. So back comes Mark Henry. Inside the 40. Oh, Hughes trapped up a little high.
Up off the shoulder of the head.
It was just a loose arm.
Mark O'Mealy has left the field. Cooper Itzis comes on. That was a clumsy effort. I'm not sure in finals football whether that's a... Oh, well, I'm a bit old-fashioned. I'm getting old.
Listen to you.
How old am I getting?
64.
64.
Got me to take care of it for me.
The old days, you get a pat on the back for that one. Cooper Itzis is on the field. Steve Folkes looking for more mobility in his defensive line. O'Mealy off. Matty Bowen. He's a nightmare for any defence.
And a treat for our viewers. And Webb, another big charge. He almost went straight over the top of Hughes. Geez, going well, Carl Webb tonight. Justin Smith. And inside it comes for Farah. Nice step, got him past Cooper Itzis. Well, Webb's only playing his third finals game tonight. Here's Payne. Out for Thurston. Cut down there by Hughes. Good tackle. Former Bulldog Jonathan Thurston. Now Payne with one of those runs at a dummy half. That's where it starts.
Big tackle.
Yeah, that was a good one from Rennie Matua. 22 metres from the line. Justin Smith. Thurston asks a question. Farah with it. El Masri wraps it up.
Gee, that was a lovely pass.
Henry was unmarked on the outside. Here they go. Short side. Dummy. Bowman. Bowman is over in his final season of first-grade football. In game number 201, the Bear, Paul Bowman scores.
The old dog, Paul Bowman, has shown him a trick. And the Bulldogs, who are watching everywhere that Jonathan Thurston goes, have overread it. What's this? Bowman goes out of dummy half. Thurston went down the blind side. The Bulldogs overread it. And the old boy, the number 4, has dived in for the second try of the game.
The Bear, the old dog, the old boy, we've given him everything there, Paul Bowman. He doesn't care what we call him. He's just got to try, and he seems in front by 10. And the way Thurston's kicking, it'll be 12 in just a moment. Great effort, Paul Bowman. Live on Channel 9 tonight, Saturday night from Dairy Farmers Stadium before we head off to Brookvale for Souths and Manly. But here he is, the former buggy boy from the Laguna Keys golf course. Paul Bowman scoring a try.
You can see there as Thurston went down the blind side, how the defence went with him. Jonathan Thurston now from wide out with his individually unique kicking style. A big swing on the ball from right to left. The best kicking coaches wonder whether or not he can stand it up under pressure. No more pressure than a semi-final to test it out.
8 metres in from touch, Thurston starts it out. Here comes the swing, and the swing is good. You can dance to it. It is 12-0 now to the North Queensland Cowboys.
Here's the try again from Paul Bowman. Hasn't he been a warrior for the Cowboys since their inception in 1995? They're playing percentage football, the home team. I was thinking at one stage either side was going to crack. It was the Bulldogs. They've come up with more errors. The Cowboys completing 9 from 11. There's the coach, Graham Murray. He'd be happy with that. And more importantly, that his team seems to be playing well to the game plan that he's given them.
And that man at Graham Murray's right is the assistant coach Ian Millwood. Great success in England. Yet to take the first grade reins with an NRL club. Maybe not too far off. So Cowboys lead by 12. Graham has tackled outside the 20. Payne. Now they send out Big Cashmere. Big Ray Cashmere, who's been in quite devastating form. 30 metres from their line. Payne. Sam Faust. He's up to the 40.
They're just doing everything quicker, aren't they? They've got speed across the park, individually man on man, right over the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs can't keep up at the moment.
Getting a good run of possession at the moment as well. Now Thurston stops to kick under pressure from Rennie Matua. Luke Patton's got it covered and wants to bring Matt Utai into play, but Luke Patton gets on the outside almost. Almost away from Graham goes the general, Luke Patton. Now Utai gets his hands on it.
You can't see it at the moment, but a lot of these Bulldogs players, they're walking. They look like the juice has been sapped from them. They need to get a bit more energy in their work, as the Cowboys may just run away with it in this first 40.
21 minutes gone. Cooper Richards across field. Got a pass away. It was forward, surely. Tonga, chased by tackle. That's Ronnie Coop. That's Scotty Sattler. That's Took Raper. Now it comes for Mason. He's 5 from the line. Big Willie unloads the ball to little Willie Tonga, and he's held up again. A couple of metres from the line. Corey Hughes, last tackle. Roberts, Sherwin, 20 metres out, goes high. Henry's underneath it. Henry, up goes Millard. Millard has scored for the Dogs. What a passage of play that is. Daryl Millard has got up above Mark Henry to score a try for the Bulldogs, and it'll be 12-4.
Well, all the kicks have gone over to Henry. They've worked out that that's where he was going to start the game. They're all onside, no problem. They look certain to score twice down the left-hand side of the field. What a leap by Millard. And if he hasn't juggled that on the way down, the Bulldogs are on the board. Up you go. Grabs it. Nestles it. Comes down. No fear. Ball to the ground. Try.
That's a try.
Name a caravan after him. What a catch.
He's put it on a dime. He's put it on a dime, Brent Sherwin. Like Gus said, he's peppered down this right-hand side all night long, and that time it's paid off. When he's on song, it's one of the best kicking games in the competition, and he's got it right here.
Well, they got this laptop working tonight. They have. Here's the decision from Phil Curley. Try the decision. 12-4. El Masri with a kick to make it 12-6.
They looked absolutely certain to score down the other side of the field when Tonga broke free. Beautiful ball by Cooper Richards. Tonga lines up Bowen. Bowen comes racing across and grabs him inches short. On the next tackle, Mason got it back to Tonga, who was inches short. And now, beautifully worked play by Sherwin. He's kicked here a number of times. They knew what they were doing, and Millard supports his halfback with a great catch. El Masri to convert.
And I'll tell you what, just how good this Matty Bowen is. He was the guy that made the try-saving tackle on Willie Tonga. The last guy to have a crack at Daryl Millard before he plants it down. He's the number 1 for the Cowboys again. It was great work from the Dogs. Hope they get a bit of confidence out of this now. Make a contest of it.
This is a big kick in the final series for El Masri. It's playing on his mind. His success rate is down. He's only kicked it around 70% since the halfway mark of the season. His first kick of the night is successful. It's 12-6. Kevin Walter sideline.
Yeah, we all know the Cowboys can score points, and of course the Bulldogs as well have got a tremendous attacking record. They have made the most line breaks in season 2007 than any other side, so they know how to score points. It's just a matter of getting themselves in position to score those points. As we see Millard go over there for a great Bulldogs try.
That was a nice strike, that goal kick from El Masri there. There's Mark O'Malley, the big fella, cooling his heels on the sideline. But El Masri, I just watched the flight of that ball, Bossy. It had that old-fashioned little bit of a shimmy back to the right that he used to get when he was striking the ball well. That was a confidence builder, I reckon.
And Sherwin, and now Hickey is on for the Bulldogs. The big number 17. The two number 17s in this game are two of the biggest players in the competition, Ray Cashmere and Jared Hickey. Here's another one of the big boys. Bates down over the top of Matt Bartlett. Matt Bartlett, will he get up? He's just been hit. He's been hit by a rhinoceros. And now Matawa away go the Dogs. Ryans with the ball. Utah's inside. Utah has put it down. Matt Bowen comes up with it. The Dogs have murdered a try.
Well, look at the respect that Andrew Ryan shows Matty Bowen here. He breaks through 2-on-1, but he knows that Bowen's got the ability to intercept. So he'll throw 1 dummy, 2 dummies. Now he'll have 3 dummies and throw it on the next one, and Utah never knew when it was coming. Utah wanted it early. Ryan said if I throw it early, Bowen will intercept it. Tried to hold it up, and in the end, Utah got out-dummied himself. He didn't know he was getting it.
And part of the reason Utah has dropped that ball is because he felt the pressure from Matt Bowen. Andrew Ryan and Matt Utah are moving at speed. It's 2-on-1. Andrew Ryan felt the pressure. He made it what was a quality pass, and Matt Utah still felt the pressure from one of the most devastating players we've seen in the competition for a long, long time, Matt Bowen. He is in great form.
Now Bowman with the ball. What about Matt Bartlett, though? Hit by Willie Mason. That was scary, that run by Willie Mason.
Yeah, well, you just got through saying that Ray Cashmere and Jared Hickey were the 2 biggest players on the field. I think that Matthew Bartlett wants to put a vote in for Willie Mason. Here he comes. Big Willie. Bang. That's like someone's walked in front of a bus.
Wow.
They wear number 17 because that's the biggest jersey, Bossy. They can't fit in the number 14. That's why both the big boys are in 17.
Well, Cowboys have field position again, and here is Ray Cashmere with an offload. Good skill back for Payne. And he will play it. Tackle number 1, 29 metres from the line. This is good stuff. This is wonderful finals footy you're seeing here tonight. Lillyman live on Channel 9. And plenty more to come with the Rabbitohs and the Seagulls. Thurston, Bowman, showing there to make the tackle. As well, and he was slow to get up. They attack that shot shot again. Payne with it. Close to the line.
Same play as last time. They tried the Bowman try play again. Thurston the blind dummy half run.
Thurston, they go open side this time, and Lillyman with an uncanny looking step he put on before the line and wrapped up there over the top by Matua. 5 away from the line. Last tackle. Payne for Thurston. Thurston, little space to get the kick through. Looks strong off the boot. It is. That's a let off. That's a big let-off for the Bulldogs.
Nice patience there from Willie Mason in the defence line. It was the last play, and he virtually dared Thurston to run and then acted quickly. Watch how he's patient, shows the gap, makes Thurston run, and then Thurston had to rush his kick. That's why it went dead. Smart play from Willie Mason.
He's sucking in the big ones, Willie Mason, at the moment. After all of that, though, he stayed down on his knees. I don't know whether he'll figure in this set. And now a penalty goes the way of the Bulldogs when the Cowboys thought they were going to get the ball.
Speed of this contest early on, it's kind of getting to the Dogs. They get a penalty there and some easy yards. But the Cowboys, they're just so much urgency to what they're doing at the moment.
Look at this kick from Brent Sherwin. He's found 40 metres with that kick. I thought that was an unfair penalty on the Cowboys. But the Dogs right on the attack. Great kick.
And up comes Hickey with the first one at 12 points to 6 to the Cowboys. They led 12-0 after 18 minutes. Hughes away. Now Sherwin propping left and right, didn't offload, and Bowman was there to wrap up the ball with Fauster. Hughes for Patner's a gap there. Luke Patner's tackled and almost rolled in goal by Cashmere. Hughes, Sherwin, 5 from the line. Tonga, Graham came up for intercept. Tonga's come down short, or has he? Tonga gets up, high five, he reckons he scored. Ash Graham came off the line, looking for an intercept, but Willie Tonga looks pretty cool about this.
Let's have a look at the put down before we talk about the play. The play was special. Here it is, hands outstretched, pulled back, no problem. Dogs are on the board again. They should have scored on the previous play, the ball. Had they got the ball to the right area of the field. We pointed this out last week. Hard straight running on the edges of the ruck will trouble the Cowboys. We will get the green light here, and the Dogs have clawed their way right back into the contest. Give us that Harvey Norman laptop computer. Up we go.
Decision from Phil Cooley. He says, try it is, 12-10 here at Dairy Farmers. Bulldogs have 2 tries, back-to-back, in the last 5 minutes, and could have had a third, to be honest. A wonderful attack. And showing their state of mind this week is entirely different to last Friday week, where they trailed 38-10. Here in Townsville, Willie Tonga has only his 5th try of the season. It's been lean pickings for him. But to say he hasn't played some good football this year. He's been battling to reach his best since 2005 when he had a knee reconstruction. Now, El Masri has taken an awful long time with this kick. He's 6 metres in from touch. This to level the scores at 12-all. El Masri. May earn the club a fine for this. He's gone past the shot clock. Here it goes, El Masri. They will happily pay it if he keeps getting them. 12-all here at Dairy Farmers Stadium, live on Channel 9. And our Bundaberg Run Man of the Match competition running again tonight for your chance to win $1,000. All you have to do is correctly choose who will be the Bundaberg Run Man of the Match to enter either phone 1902 555 499 or follow the prompts, or SMS your answer to 19955499. along with your name and address, and we'll keep the lines open till 9:20 tonight on this match in particular, the Dogs and the Cowboys.
There's Mason building it up again, and in the first 30 minutes we've seen everything in the characteristics of these two teams. The Cowboys with their brilliant attack, but their flimsy defence on the edges of the ruck. The Bulldogs, who can be outsped, but they can't be outgrind. And if they get this game into a grind, that's their best chance. Outground. Outgrind, outground.
I know what you meant, mate.
Yeah, I know.
And you're spot on.
Yeah, I know what I meant.
Perry's now out there for Hughes as Sherwin goes across, and Cooper Ritz is shut down there by Farah. That was a good tackle. Ben Farah, the nephew of the former very good Bulldog, and Andrew Farah. 40 metres from the line. Last tackle played by Matua. Away for Sherwin. They put a bit of pressure on him, so Roberts is the second choice kicker. Straight to Williams. Don't know what he slid on there. Maybe a banana skin. Out it comes for Bowen. Don't know what a banana skin was doing out there, but the Cowboys are with it 20 from their own line.
It was an awful kick. That was a terrible kick, straight down his throat. I mean, the halfback, Sherwin, did well to get him the ball with space, and he come up with a shocker.
Cooper Ritzis makes the tackle on Bowen. Bulldogs only 5 chances, 5 tackles inside the Cowboys 20. And yet still level at 2 tries all and 12 all. O'Neilly ready to come back on. Having played the first 17 minutes, he's had a 13-minute break. Cooper Ritzis just made the tackle on Kashmir. Now Fayumu also out there, the other dummy half for the Cowboys. Right on halfway. Away for Thurston, he was knocked over by Mason after kicking. There was a push in the back. Mason was on his way to the sideline to be interchanged and thought he'll take Thurston out on his way.
Well, they did it a little easier than Sonny Bill did it the week before. As we see an injury here now, let's have a look at the challenge. Good challenge, it's only a push in the shoulder, it's nothing. That's nothing. And it's probably all Sonny Bill intended last week too, by the way. Oh, gee. There's a little shot over the top by Jacob Lillyman, right on the chin.
Little something.
What's this? Wooska. Oh.
G'day, Lukey boy.
Well, he's given a little welcome, hasn't he? The video referee will no doubt be having a look at this, and I get the feeling that Paul Simpkins is about to call him out. Yes, we'll get a penalty here. Luke Patton is down. It's on report, yes. It was a swinging arm around the corner. A very clumsy effort. Jonathan Thirsting saying, you've got your penalty, General, get up. A little bit of gamesmanship from former teammates. But he's saying that more for the referee than anything else, not for Luke Patton. He's saying to the referee, don't let them con you.
He's got him, mate.
Oh, he's got him, no doubt about it. Jonathan Thurston makes that comment. He says to the General, get up, General, you've got your penalty. He's saying that for the referee to hear it, not for Luke Patton to hear it.
Right, well, they found touch the Bulldogs, and Perry with the free kick on for Cooper Ritzis on straight away to O'Mealy, who almost ran over the top there of Lillyman. Was wrapped up by Fayumu and Webb. Perry for Hickey. Perry's another man without a club for next year. Hickey will play it 40 metres out from the North Queensland line. They've got Michael Sullivan coming back from the UK, the Bulldogs, the former Shark. He'll be in a blue and white jumper next year.
That's a good ball.
Now Ryan infield for Mark O'Mealy, taking on the defence of Fayumu. They're in position, lost the ball, it was stripped, says Simpkins. He was straight onto it. No touch judge's call. That was entirely the call of Paul Simpkins right in front. Ben Eichen 25 metres out. 2 points or decline?
Oh, decline, I say.
Have another guess.
I say don't do what Brett Sherwin's just chosen to do, but Hazem El-Masri's going to come in off his wing. I suppose they're expecting this to be a tight contest. I was just about to say as they got the penalty. Momentum has kind of swung back to the Dogs. There we see it. It was a strip. A fair penalty. I thought the Dogs were building towards something. Starting to get a little bit creative around the ruck.
I think this is the one where you want to go to the front, though. You've got to remember, 10 or 12 minutes ago, the Bulldogs were down 12-0. And now El-Masri from in front can put them 14-12 in front, quieten down the crowd, have the Cowboys thinking to themselves what's happened, and the Bulldogs find themselves in front not long out from half-time. I think that's the right play. The Dogs are in front, 14-12. There's Mason.
14-12 it is, and tomorrow afternoon, it's a big afternoon of football. Storm and Broncos is the 4th qualifying final. We'll have the roast, the Sunday roast for you from 1:30. Sunday footy show at 2:30. Then 3:30 off to Olympic Park Stadium in Melbourne for the build-up and the match, the Storm and the Broncos. The grand final opponents of last year. Kick-off restart. Here goes Mark O'Mealy. Gets over the 20. Takes two with him.
What a run.
Kevin Walters.
Yeah, just a quick one here from the sideline. Bulldogs captain Andrew Ryan, then look to the sideline. Brad Clyde, who of course, there's a break. I'll go back to you, Bossy.
Roberts has got it over halfway. Kevy. Utai. Tonga's in support. Oh, he's put it down. Well, Tonga's done what Utai did earlier. All the speed in the world, but no hands. He's got feet, but he hasn't got hands.
A wry smile from the coach, Steve Folkes, and they are splitting the Cowboys' defence at will, but when they get to the back, they don't know what to do with Matty Bowen. He has saved a try on Tonga. He has forced an error on Utai, and now, as Roberts comes to him, he's trying to get it right. Tonga's trying to get a head start and a bit of a sprint. Folkes is riding it like he's in the last 200 at Randwick, and he's on the favourite, two in front, but it stumbles, and the outsider got him.
And it's down that right-hand side where the Cowboys are having difficulties in defence. They had it there last week. Jonathan Thurston was defending out there. They've shifted him back to the left. Now I think it's Ty Williams, Ashley Graham and Justin Smith out on the right, but the Bulldogs still opening him up down that side of the field.
Fayumu with a step and an offload. Carl Webb now with it. Webb spinning and four in the tackle on Big Charlie Webb.
And this is where the Bulldogs have got to be careful. They've had a bit of luck with the ball, but they've got to remember this other side is very dangerous.
Oh, Henry over his shoulder. It was fired out of a gun to Mark Henry.
He's been setting them up for that for 35 minutes. For 35 minutes he's been dummying, playing short, grubber kicking, and Henry's been open all game. He's been waiting for the opportunities to take El Masri on. Watch El Masri come up and in. Watch Jonathan Thurston look to play short, and now, whoosh, what a ball. And Henry was a half a yard in front of it, should have hit it at speed, could have been a try to the Cowboys.
Isn't it amazing that the good players, the good ball players, they're thinking in the 5th minute, the 10th minute, the 15th minute about what they're going to set up for the 35th minute.
He's causing some problems now. Ben Roberts took another run there. He's having a real good game tonight. Benny Roberts. This tackle count is climbing for the Cowboys. We know their defensive stats haven't been flashed this year, despite the fact they finished third on the ladder. Perry, and now on for Lee Tamari, playing his 8th game this year for the Dogs. And the Dragon, now Perry. On Sherwin, inside, Cooper Ritsis. Risky ball, Ryan with a half volley. Did well, last tackle, 30 away.
I love the way Cooper Ritsis moves. He's the sort of back row with the speed they're looking for. Forward pass off the dummy half. That's bad play by the Bulldogs. Over-anxious, poor execution, and not the sort of play you want on the last play, only 4 minutes out from the break. That's not the pass that was forward. The pass forward was the one from dummy half to Sherwin.
Well, it should be a changeover, should it not? It was the last tackle.
Yeah, it is the last tackle. You're
Simpkins
right,
had it lost there. He was looking to form a scrum.
You're on the ball, mate.
Be very wary here, the Bulldogs. Be very wary. Jonathan Thurston's not done with you yet in this half.
Carl Webb's has got another offload away. Fayumu, wrapped up by Cooper Ritsis and Tamari. 38 metres from their own line. Ty Williams, Bowman. Williams again has had to come all the way in from the right wing. And Williams to Thurston. That rush down the left again. Got away from Sherwin. But wrapped up in the tackle of Millard, who took a little bit too much off there. Henry's foot must have been close to the sideline there, acting half. 38 metres from the line. 2 points down, penalty here, Cowboys.
One here, slow it down.
Tamari and O'Mealy there.
Now they're having a look at the posts. They're trying to get a message from the sideline. I think the Cowboys' natural instinct is to play on, but Thurston is going to go for the 2 points to try and level it up. Now that's an interesting call. That's an interesting call. I would have thought that they had the Bulldogs rattled there. Different at the other end of the field to go to the front. They don't necessarily like kicking for goal off a lower percentage kick just to level the scores. If Thurston was to miss this, the Bulldogs would be really happy. In fact, I think the Bulldogs would be happy the fact he's taking the kick.
Not have to absorb any pressure coming up to half-time defensively.
Absolutely. You know, whether they're two in front or level on the scoreboard won't matter much to the Bulldogs, but if I was Steve Folkes, the Bulldogs coach, I'd be more worried about them taking the kick out and posting a try to get back to the front. I think the Bulldogs will be happy with this, and if Thurston misses, it'll be a blow for the Cowboys. Anyway, he probably won't miss. We'll be locked up at the break.
We'll check in if Kevin Walters, former captain, would have done the same thing in just a moment. By the way, that finals match in '97 that was played here in the Super League year, Broncos and Sharks, Kevy was man of the match. It could be a trivia question somewhere down the track. Here's Thurston, 35 metres out, 20 metres in from touch, right to left swing, down the middle of the fairway. And it's back to 14 all. Kevy Walters, would you have taken the shot?
I probably would have went for touch there. Broncos mentality in years gone by, and I learned this off the great Alan Langan, was always do what the opposition didn't want you to do, and Gus touched on it then there. I think the Bulldogs will be more than happy with the Cowboys slotting those 2 points. The other little point I've got about that is I'd like to see captains make the decisions on the field rather than look to the sideline. We saw both captains then look to their benches to see what decision had to be made. I think it's the man in the middle that's got to make it. The captain's got to take a little bit more control there.
Former skipper and Kevy Walters on the sideline tonight. Thurston and Bowman, the try scorers in this first half for the Cowboys. Their 2 tries came inside the first 18 minutes, and the Bulldogs reply. Millard the 23rd and Tonga the 28th. And they've bombed a couple along the way too, the Bulldogs. So the Cowboys with Ty Williams 10 metres out, and Hickey got there to make the tackle. Final 60 seconds of what has been compelling viewing this first 40. Another big run from Carl Webb, almost over the top of Cooper-Ritzis. Thurston, Fayumu offload to Bowen, they're dangerous. Jason Smith for Justin Smith. He's got Graham in support, Graham on the spin, cut away from Roberts. He's tackled 3 metres short of halfway. Williams, Jason Smith, Thurston drifts across, flat ball, Webb, tackled there by Millard. Ball is locked up by Tamari and Cooper-Ritzis. 5 inside the Bulldogs half. Thurston decides to kick. Oh, kicked straight back towards the head of Daryl Millard. Interesting tactics there by Thurston. That was an intercept of a kick. And O'Mealy has it for the Bulldogs. If we get another 3 halves of football like this tonight, this could be one of the best nights of finals football ever. Manly versus South Sydney still to come at Brookvale. And here at Dairy Farmers, as we go to half-time, and it's 14 all. The Cowboys and the Bulldogs don't go anywhere. Bulldogs return for the second half here at Dairy Farmers. Cold reception there for the Bulldogs' return. They did very well to fight back from 12-0 down in that first half. Now over to the Cowboys. Live rugby league tonight on Channel 9. First weekend of the playoffs. Last night in Auckland, it was 0-0 at half-time. Parramatta and the Warriors. And tonight, here at Dairy Farmers, it is 14 all. Some really exciting rugby league played in that first 40 minutes. And as we told you at the top of the coverage, the last 4 years, Team 3 has been beaten by Team 6. Bulldogs shooting for 5 straight in that sequence. And just by the by too, no finals match under the McIntyre system has gone to extra time. Maybe tonight's the night, maybe it'll be down at Brookvale, Souths and Manly. Sounds like it's going to be quite an atmosphere there, as it is here. 2 tries all, and the 2 kickers have landed 3 from 3 here tonight. So a 14-all scoreline, and it's Carl Webb with the first carry of the ball of the second half, and wrapped up there by Jared Hickey. Been most impressed by the bench players for the Bulldogs tonight. Perry, Cooper-Ritzis, Tamari, Hickey. There's a few of them involved in that tackle right there. In fact, it was Perry, Tamari and Cooper-Ritzis. Jason Smith inside for Justin. Jason Smith will retire at the end of this year. Justin Smith is talk. He may go back to the Dragons, the club he made his debut for in 2000. Here's Fayumu. Back as far as the 30-metre line for the Cowboys. Aaron Payne was very good early tonight. Fayumu has followed up where he left off. Now Bowman looking to get up near halfway. Played for a penalty there in the Millard tackle. Thurston away for Bowen. His kick is from over the 40, only by half a stride. It's over the head of Utai. He decides to play at it, and Utai will come back from his own goal line. Now he picks up the speed and is wrapped up by the two Smiths.
Yeah, the Cowboys last week had great success running the ball at Utah's wing. They haven't gone there once tonight. Everything's been at El Masri. I'm just wondering when they're going to unleash down this side of the field. I'm sure they're setting them up for it.
Played by Patton, Perry, on with Tamari. He was good until hurt in a match against the Warriors earlier this year, mid-season. Started to make a name for himself. Lee Tamari. Now lost by the Bulldogs. Cowboys come up with 1 metre inside their own half. In fact, looks like we're going to knock on both ways.
It's a Bulldogs feed here. A Bulldogs feed. It's ruled that it was played at.
Bit of controversy. That was in concert with the linesman, that decision. Reminder about our good mates at Carlton Draft, Carlton United. They've come up with the Carlton Draft Plastic Cup promotion. Purchase a carton of Carlton Draft for your chance to run the celebrity race on NRL Grand Final Day, and ultimately a shot at $100,000 in the Plastic Cup on Tattersalls Cox Plate Day. For more details, you can visit that website, carltondraft.com.au. And the Bulldogs have the ball with Willie Tonga.
That might be the main event if the horses don't get rid of the flu.
I might have a crack at it myself, actually.
Ryan to O'Mealy. Taken low down there by Lillyman. 35 metres from the line. Roberts, Hickey, running back at an angle. Got past Carl Webb. Got themselves in good position here, the Bulldogs. Perry comes left with Sherwin. Sherwin finds Roberts on the inside. Wasn't quite precision there. Last tackle. Sherwin kicks and gets it under the uprights. Across goes Thurston. Has to take it dead in goal. A little bit of shifty Sherwin there on show.
And a little bit of shifty Jonathan Thurston. Watch where Thurston comes from to make a play at this, knowing his former teammate very, very well. And every now and then Thurston will kick out. Look at Thurston. That's great camera work, boys. Great camera work. Look how one halfback tracks what he thinks the other might do. Brilliant camera work as well as the brilliant play. Thurston reading what Sherwin was doing, the two number 7s. That was good, Bossy, wasn't it? Like that?
The cameraman liked it.
I thought it was very creative.
Mark O'Mealy takes a run back and is wrapped up 35 metres away from the line. Perry goes into dummy half. I think of a director, maybe Martin Scorsese or someone here. Phil Gould working on the cinematography of the evening. Here's Perry wrapped up, good tackle, right at marker. Justin Smith, Ben Roberts, over the shoulder there at Cooper Ritzis. That'll be play on. That'll be play on as well. He can have a third crack if he wants. He does go for a run. Crowd didn't like it. I'm happy enough with it. Nick Cooper Ritzis, he's got one in across the head at the finish. That's his prize for knocking on or knocking it back twice. Now Tamari's got it. It's a tough fair, that one. Drop the ball twice, get hit in the head. Here's Perry, last tackle. Sherwin kicks from 15 metres out. He's looking for El Masri. It's batted down. It's loose. And there is Lillyman. He's held by Sherwin.
Probably not the finish they wanted to that set. It looked rather polished in the first. For this opening stands, we see massive tackle here from the Bulldogs. It's ruled to be high. Is it Mark O'Mealy? It's come in and collared one of the Cowboys players.
Yeah, it was a clumsy one. Just arm over the top, sort of slides up from the ball on the shoulder.
They're enthusiastic, but the Dogs. They're pushing up off their line. Brent Sherwin's busy.
That's a great kick too, touch finder. I reckon if you run across field like that, you're fair game anyway. That's what I merely thought.
Open slather.
Where did that point come from? You run across field, you're entitled to be smacked in the head.
Well, you're entitled to be belted.
Now Carl Webb's got it. 25 metres from the line, another offload from Webb. Thurston, Bowen. Bowen, feet moving, stepping, passes, loses it. Roberts onto it. Good step of his own. Ben Roberts up over the 40. Gets inside the Cowboys half. This game is at full throttle. Second qualifying final, Utah has one dash at Smith, has a second dash at him.
Pushed him off once and came back to push him off again.
Now Ben Roberts, dummy half. 5 line breaks to 2 to the Bulldogs. That's a good stat for them. O'Mealy offload, that time to Tonga. Collared in the tackle. One-handed tackle, mind you. From Lillyman. 28 metres out. Patton, Sherwin, looking good. Sherwin! Run, he got past Fayumu. These are real good signs for the Bulldogs. Their halves are playing sparkling footy. Ryan's put it down. Cowboys have the ball.
Another poor finish. But there are good signs for the Dogs. Sherwin's playing up in the line. He's taking numbers with him. Players are pouring into holes, but the Cowboys, you know, they can strike from anywhere. They look excited themselves. They're coming out of their own half and look dangerous.
Let's go down to the sideline. Kevin Walters back from the rooms at half-time.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Both coaches were happy at half-time with their efforts, particularly Steve Folkes. He wants them to stay in the fight. This is a perfect match for them, he said. They're making good yards through the ruck, keep the football through the ruck, and from Graham Murray and the Cowboys side of things, be prepared to grind it out with the Dogs, and you've got to work yourselves over in the ruck. They're going to come through there. So both coaches are aware, but I don't think it'll be happy with the start from both teams in the second half.
The old-timer here, Jason Smith, wins himself a penalty. He pushed and shoved, and he ended up putting the ball down behind the Bulldogs player at the play of the ball. What's this? Big hickey. He said, I'll just push the big bloke out of the way and then put the ball down behind his legs and won a penalty.
It's a bit of footy wisdom there, wasn't it?
Yeah, referee was conned. But the Cowboys needed it. They really needed it.
Jason Smith, 35 years of age, on the home run of his career. A career that in this league started with the Bulldogs, but up in Queensland before that. And here he is, Jason Smith. Plays it at his own speed, dumped it off there for Farah.
When will they come towards Utah's wing? When will they attack the right-hand side?
Fayumu, flat pass there to Kashmir. Offloaded to Webb. I thought it was okay. He's caught it forward. Kashmir to Carl Webb, front rower to front rower.
I thought it was forward.
Now, they had a structure there. From the high camera, you'll see they had a structure where they were going to attack the right. The Bulldogs saw it coming, and the decoy runners got the ball and nearly pulled their pants down. Kashmir poked through the line, and the right-hand offload goes a yard forward. But that was danger signs for the Bulldogs and a clear indication that the Cowboys will come towards Utah's wing for the rest of the game.
You're right there, Ben. Forward by a good metre.
Let's not mention it again.
Patton's got the ball.
You took a stab.
Back
You
out
got it
on
wrong.
the 30. I was one off. Ball with the Dogs. And Tamari, hit and spin, brings Thurston in, brings Jason Smith in.
Good game of footy, this. It's a really evenly balanced game of football.
Well, it's a game that had a platform laid early. No fancy Dan football early. But the exciting players have come into their own. Cooper Richards has put that down. That's going to hurt the Dogs. Some of these errors since half-time. Straight into the arms of Bowman. Fayumu, and it comes for Lillyman. Got away there from Cooper Richards. And now penalty Cowboys, and that's a pretty catastrophic last 30 seconds for the Bulldogs there.
Mistakes and penalties, and they're attacking the line. They're dropping the ball. 9-3, the penalty count. Yes, look, at easy yards to the Cowboys. You do not want to give this side easy field position. We know they can score points. You've got to make them work hard for the yardage they need to get up the other end. If they keep giving away penalties, dropping the ball, so it's too easy for the Cows.
There you go, the Cowboys. The crowd go up here. I reckon the crowd's going off at the Cowboys Leagues Club as well. They've got the big screen set up out there. G'day to all of you watching on Channel 9. Matt Scott's tackled 5 metres away from the line. I reckon we can hear them cheering from here if the Cowboys score. Jason Smith, dummy, and free. What a pass! What a pass from Jason Smith to Jonathan Thurston. Well, Maradona had the hand of God at a Soccer World Cup. Smith has just pulled off the rugby league equivalent. Marvellous play, superb ball from the old Fox.
The hand of God. Watch the hand of God. They were lined out to the right, he takes them on, and there are very few players that just have the confidence to do that. Look at that, how subtle and how easily he got that off to Thurston to put the Cowboys in front. Typical Cowboys football.
Well, Thurston looked to the heavens as if there was some divine intervention in the setup of that try. He was lurking, he was there and supportive. Smith was able to offload, but the pass was quite freakish. And that on the back of penalties conceded, drop balls from the Bulldogs, put the Cowboys in the box seat to attack. Welcome back to Dairy Farmers Stadium, live on Channel 9. Thurston to convert his own try. He's got 2 tonight, 2 tries that is, and he's now got 4 goals on top of a 1 try, 7-goal performance last week. Tonight, he's managed to bag 16 of the Cowboys' 20 points.
You wonder how much Jonathan Thurston, the skipper of the Cowboys, has learned off Jason Smith this year. He really is the ultimate footballer, Jason Smith. Experience. And look at that. That was just picture-perfect setup. Right into the hands of his skipper, Jonathan Thurston. Great footy.
1 ball pulls in 4 defenders from Jason Smith, close to the line.
You know, Jonathan Thurston was about 20 metres away from him when he first took the dummy and run, but then just realised there was an opportunity. That's a wonderful play. Can the Bulldogs hit back now? They've made some errors, haven't they?
North Queensland possession on their 20. Jason Smith now running freely. Tackled by Andrew Ryan. 25 metres out from their own line. Faumu will go for another dart. Popped a hit over the top there from Willie Tonga. Lower down was Roberts. Bulldogs need to react well here to conceding that try. Thurston. Scott has gone over the top of Cooper Richards. There's been a bit of that tonight. Is going in low on big forwards and being left behind. Now the kick from Bowen is Honeycrumb. Gets it nice and low down to Utai. Utai from inside the 20 gets a fend up into the throat of Justin Smith. And then I don't know about that, the finish. Ash Graham on Matt Utai. All I could see was Matt Utai's legs in the air. That's one for late night league, I think. 30 metres out from the line. Here's Azam El Masri. He's wrapped up in the red line, the 40-metre line. Bulldogs end of the field. Perry. Mason. Mason goes for a run and brings in 3 defenders. Little Faumu was hanging on down low. Perry inside. Kuparitzis almost bubbled out of the hands. Last tackle for the Bulldogs. Perry. This has been a settling set of 6 for them. Sherwin's kick, not much to write home about. Williams almost lost it. Throws it out for Bowen. Bowen puts a step on. He sees a front rower coming up, and O'Neilly did very well.
Well, Brenton Bowen was quick to get the ball to Matty Bowen there. They don't want to kick to the fullback. They kick to the wingers, and if they've got time, Ty Williams just threw the ball straight across to him. What do I call him? Brenton Bowen. They all look the same. These Cowboys wingers, fast, skillful.
20 points to 14 as Kashmir carries just inside the Bulldogs' half.
It was a long trip from Auckland.
13 and a half minutes into this second half. Faumu throws it up for Bowen. He then throws it to no one. That's interesting. It's been kicked there by Tonga. Tackle count restarts. Fair enough. Oh, here goes Bowen. Gets under a high tackle from Patton. He just hung out a limbo stick there, Luke Patton. Bowen went under it. The music kept playing. Here's Thurston. Kicks on tackle 2. Well, where did that come from?
Well, that came from instinct. All that came from see it and do it. No fear, no hesitation. The Cowboys very luckily got 6 again, and on tackle 2, Thurston doesn't think about the tackle count. He saw the opportunity. If the kick was good, they score easily. But he puts his hand up and says, bad kick, wasn't a bad decision.
And good to see Matt Utai makes a smart decision there. He doesn't rush up out of the line, open up an opportunity for Thurston. He held his ground, forced him to kick, and in the end, the Bulldogs were let off the hook.
Oh, they're coming Utah's way. You can see it now. They're on it. He's
Ryan has
straight
got
through.
a run. He got away. Got away from Kashmir. Links up with a general. Here's Patton. Wrong foot Thurston. Bowman. Patton gets there. Super try to the doggies. Oh, this is a special night in Townsville. What the Cowboys do, so too can the Bulldogs.
Ah, the general, Patton. Watch the move he puts on the cover defence here. Great run by Andrew Ryan. Again, down the Cowboys' right-hand side. He pulls through. He thinks he's held. Now he gives it to Patton early. Patton on Thurston. Inside, outside. Which way did he go? Bowman comes from behind. The big palm. But the general says, get out of my way. He sees the try line, clamps the ball. Doggies back in the game.
Well, out of all of that, I'm just thinking Luke Patton trying to tackle Matt Bowen just 90 seconds earlier. If he makes contact with his head, he may have been set off. Bowen's got under. A high arm. But bounces back with that. A wonderful fullback, Luke Patton, and a wonderful try. Nines Widewater Sports on a doubleheader Saturday night of Finals Football Live. And here at Dairy Farmers, the crowd has been treated to just Wonderful attack tonight. Two fullbacks, the halves are involved, some heavy contact up in the middle, and right now El Masri with a kick to level the scores at 20 all.
This is a huge kick, one that you would normally give him an 80% chance of getting. He's done some work on his kicking. This one will be the tester now.
Well, there's a kicker taking more time with his shots than El Masri right at the moment. He needs some swing, he doesn't get it. He's missed. He's pushed it too far out to the right. It's 20 points to 18.
Now have a look at the work from the skipper here in this try, Andrew Ryan. He's a workhorse, but kids at home, he goes to the line with the ball in two hands, transfers the ball across to the left, palms with the right. He's got all the skills. He just doesn't get through loads of work, positions his fullback. Probably one of the most informed players in the competition, the most consistent for the Bulldogs over the years. Luke Patton comes up with the try. Great work, Andrew Ryan.
So Bulldogs return. Was tackled outside the 10. Now Cooper Ritz is ready for another run and gets back as far as the 20-metre line.
Yeah, last week's result, Bossy, I mean, the Cowboys won by 6 and it ended up being Thurston kicked 7 goals, El Masri 4. Now we have a 2-point difference, and again Thurston perfect with the boot, and El Masri's come up with a miss.
And now Ryan with it, gets over the 40. That try, they flash past Kevin Walters. Kevin, what about the atmosphere right now at 20 points to 18?
Well, it's actually absolutely outstanding down here in the sidelines. Look, the Cowboys fans can get them home here tonight. They just need to lift a little bit more. They've got some terrific attacking players in this Cowboys side. They can do that. They're on their way to victory.
Under this home team final series format, home side has won 21 of 33. That includes last night's result where the away side got the Bickies, the Parramatta Eels against the Warriors. Cooper Ritz is there on Williams.
And that time it was Matty Bowen who went to the sideline to pick up the ball and threw it in field for Ty Williams. So obviously the Cowboys are mindful of not getting tackled near sidelines to allow the opposition to get up and bustle them in defence.
Away goes Henry. And Henry is tackled 15 metres inside the Cowboys half. They've sent Carl Webb back out there, the North Queensland Cowboys, in for another session of play. Now Payne goes for a run. He thought he had Ahmed offside. And Lillyman will play at 43 metres from the Bulldogs line. Last tackle.
Great yards from the Cowboys. Great get out set.
Now Thurston kicks low. Some work here for Patton. Hits the upright padding. Now he's got a real test. Patton has to hurry. And just gets to the field of play. Bowman sprinting through. Isn't he having a game tonight too? Paul Bowman, the chase he put on Luke Patton.
He's been the heart and soul of this club for so long, Paul Bowman. It'd be great to see him finish this season in 2007, his last with the premiership. An outstanding set there from the Cowboys. They went 100 metres, finished with a great kick chase. Now they're firing up in defence.
Rennie Matua tackled just outside the 30 for the Dogs. Now Corey Hughes on the Sherwin, kicks from inside the 40 but goes down the centre. He took the kick with a run-up as well. Bowen's back there. No winger to pass to this time. Matty Bowen. Doesn't mean that it can't be trouble. He's beaten one and then he's fenced in by Corey Hughes. And he's hurt. Matt Bowen is hurt face down here. He slid into the tackle and he's holding his head. So it may have caught a stray knee there, an accidental knee. He was still able to play it.
Or giving his teammates a bit of time to get back. He was back there on his own. He seems to be okay now. It was a smart kick by Sherwin, really turned the Cowboys around. Let's have a look. There's a little knock there. There is a little knock there. Just dazed him for a moment, but the little fella's up and going. And another penalty to the Cowboys.
Penalty count now. What is it? 10-3.
10-3 to the home side. And we'll have a referee lecture. Who will tell Andrew Ryan the penalty count, and Andrew will say, yeah, I know. You're the one with the whistle.
Penalty count here is just general discipline, okay? For high shots, rucks, markers. Yeah.
Andrew Ryan says, please, sir, the same both ways. That's the usual captain's response.
Crowd tonight for this one at Dairy Farmers, 24,004. So that's Kevy, Gus, me and Ben, the 4. 24,000 out there for a very big set of 6 right now.
Well, the last time they conceded the penalty, the Bulldogs, they conceded the try. And look at the Cowboys here loading up on the right-hand side of the field. They're coming after Utah in this set of 6, I would believe.
19 and a half minutes remaining. Webb well tackled by Sherwin. Quick play the ball. Payne across for Jason Smith. Here is Thurston. The Dally M medal winner throws it flat for and Graham was cut out of the play by Tonga. Quick play the ball though for Bowen. Then for Thurston. Puts a step on. He's got 2 tries. He's denied this time. Right in the corner. Justin Smith. Bulldogs got off their line quickly. Bowen a dummy. Not fallen for by Ahmed.
Last play.
Last play and another quick play the ball. Thurston, the speed of the play the ball in this set. Ty Williams got a kick in. And Andrew Ryan came over to take a touch in goal.
What's the defence here of Matt Utai? Last week, Jonathan Thurston beat him with a long pass. This time, Utai stood his ground. And Ty Williams realised it quickly, got the kick into the in goal to nearly produce a try. Ryan tidied it up. That's great attack and great defence. They came at Utai twice. Twice he handled it, but they still had a kick and a chase up their sleeve. That's outstanding football.
He's watched the video. The Dogs winger. He's gone back to the drawing board. He's been superb in defence, made some really good decisions. He's battled all his natural instincts to come up and in, try and shut the play, open up opportunities to the Cowboys ball players. He's held his ground, forced them to the kick. Haven't been able to crack it for points.
Interesting one there. Ash Graham wanted the referee to go to the video ref. If they went to the video ref, it might have showed Ash Graham got a hand to it before Andrew Ryan kicked a touch in goal. It would have been a knock-on against the Cowboys in goal and a 20-metre restart. That's how close that was. Wasn't going to be a try. So here is Lillyman. Tackled there by Cooper Ritzis, 25 metres away from the line. And now with 18 minutes remaining in this second qualifying final, third against sixth. And not too long before we head off to Brookvale for the Seagulls against the Bunnies. Here's Payne. He's wrapped up there by Ahmed.
Those offloads are killing the Dogs.
21 metres away from the line. Thurston for Jason Smith. Well tackled there by Ryan. 15 from the line. Jason Smith this time is hurt. Maybe playing for a penalty. Payne passes for Thurston. He's got them guessing. He's tackled. Oh, hang on, the finish off there from Matua. Fair enough. They haven't called hell, but Matua, he ran in for his own. And now they've decided to react. It was all in delay this.
Well, it should be a penalty to the Bulldogs. There was no reason for the Cowboys players to react the way they did. Utai is quite within his rights to come in and hit. Thurston reacts to it and grabs him, and now Cowboys players will run in. To my mind, it's a penalty against the Cowboys for overreacting to the situation. He'll get Thurston for throwing the punch.
Touch is reported. You're presented the tackle. That's what's caused the scrimmage, right?
100%. 100%. Linesman and referee get it right. Thurston resented the tackle. It was a fair challenge. I think it was from Brennan Matua, yeah.
Good shot.
That's a good shot.
Blake still standing on his feet. An opportunity to put the big shot on. You get in there and do your job.
You see, in the old days, they used to do that on purpose. You'd hold up the opposition forward and have some bloke come in from behind and give him one in the short rib. That's in the old days.
And here's Mason passing it to Roberts. Roberts goes across field almost away from Lillyman and then held by Carl Webb. Now with Cordy Hughes. And taken down by Justin Smith. They're just losing their way a bit here, the Bulldogs. Trailing by 2. 16 minutes remain. Mason short side for Tonga. Got away from one. Ball is lost. Ty Williams then had a shot at it. May have knocked on. Play on the call. Right on halfway. Hughes with a tackle. Now Ash Graham runs back in field over the top. The tackle. Not another one. Cooper Ritzis this time. Penalty counts 11-4. They've called grapple on that one.
That's not a grapple.
He's slipped up, hasn't he, Gus?
Well, it's not a grapple tackle. I mean, you're entitled to get physical with it. His arm's gone up there. He's pushed him on the shoulders and that. The hand slips up. That is not a grapple tackle. Someone explain to the referees what a grapple tackle actually means. That's just unfortunate contact with the head. That's nothing. The Bulldogs are on there. The Bulldogs can't buy a penalty and can't hold on to the ball. They're tackling their way out of this game.
Losing the penalty count, 11-4, and the error count, 10-5.
Now Carware ball, he slips and rolls into the tackle of Ryan. 12 metres away from the line. Payne, Scott with it. Hughes went low, needed assist over the top to hold him down. Cooper Ritzis and Mason.
They're in all sorts here, the Dogs.
9 minutes out from the line. Jason Smith, wrap around there with Payne. Here's Bowen. Here's Graham, flick pass. Knocked down by Utai. Tonga's onto it. They say play that, knock on Bulldogs.
Yeah, he came up to make the tackle and had a second bite at the ball. And these are these ones of whether or not you think he's played out it or just knocked the ball and affecting the tackle. But it's good work there by Utai. An each-way bet. He tackles his man and he throws a hand out at the ball. If anything, Tonga was offside. It should have been a penalty. But this pressure from the Cowboys, I honestly can't see how they won't score a try in the next minute or so. The Bulldogs' defence looks so tired and so stretched.
Watch the scrum play here. They've got Bowen in at second row. They've got Payne in at lock forward. Little scrum play here. Watch it. Payne inside for Bowen. He's 8 metres from the line and tackled here by Willie Tonga. And Payne gets the dummy half. Then it goes for Webb. He takes a charge at them. Ahmed's there with Hughes. The blue and white wall is being tested. Every brick is feeling the impact right now. Jason Smith inside for Scott. Wrapped up over the top by Cooper Ritzes. Sherwin was low. 20 points to 18. Payne, past Smith. Bowen, step, tackle. 8 metres from the line. Inside the final 14 now. Matua hangs around in the tackle. Trainer's out there. Carl Webb's gone here for the Cowboys. They're calling for Carl Webb to come off the field. Got trouble with his right foot. Goes to Bowen. 5 metres out off the legs. This will be play on for the Doggies. Yes. Now it's been stripped and Bowen knocks on. Oh, definitely stripped. Knock on Cowboys. Carl Webb comes from the field.
Well, that could be a big moment in the game, the injury. Watch this from Matty Bowen. Look at this for a quick thinker. Matua goes down, Bowen rips it up off him and then tries to get back into the play. You are never safe from this little fella. You are never safe from Matty Bowen. Carl Webb to the sideline with looks like a very painful knee injury.
Gee, for Carl Webb, he missed the 2005 grand final campaign through suspension.
And they need him. He's been so good for them this year. He's playing more minutes, he's been disruptive when he's got the ball, busy in defence and doing some high quality work on some of these bigger Bulldogs forwards. So quick between the ears, Matt Bowen, isn't he? Not just on his feet.
Oh, there's just no let up.
Just the way he did it though, the blink of an eye. He just ripped the ball away.
He's at you all the time.
He's good at everything.
Well, he's got to be Australian fullback. I say it every week, but they're derelict in their duty if they don't give him the #1 Australian jumper for the October 14 test that you'll see on Channel 9. The Kangaroos and the Kiwis from the Cape Tin at Wellington. Ahmed's tackled. 13 minutes remaining here. Still the Cowboys up by 2. Andrew Ryan on for Patton. Wrapped up well there.
They're so tired, the Dogs. They can't make the meters. They're just tired.
Roberts on for Mason, trying for a big charge, but he pulled up on his run.
They got nothing left.
And was grabbed by 3 defenders. Now O'Mealy goes for a charge, but there hopping onto his back was Scott. Bowman's in there as well. He's up to halfway. He's working for every centimetre. O'Mealy.
It's only 30 metres in 5 plays. Not good enough at this stage of the game.
Sherwin.
Fatigue is set in. You see the kick's going to go too long. Fatigue is set into the Dogs, and they're starting to become predictable. The Cowboys, well, they're eating it up. Down to you, Kevy.
Yeah, Carl Webb looks like he's got a minor calf tear there. Won't be back for the rest of this game. I just think the Cowboys have been a little bit disappointed with their last couple of sets of 6 here. They probably need to come away with some points before too long and mount some more pressure on this Bulldogs defence.
Mark Henry tackled, and by the way, we'll have the Bundaberg run man of the match for you at halftime in the South's Manly game, and of course all the injury news we'll bring to you at the end of the Rabbitohs-Sea-Eagles clash. Don't think we're going to bed early from here. We'll stick around in town, so we'll bring you all the news later. Bowman plays it 5 short of halfway. Thurston with the ball. Drifts across field. And it comes for Bowen. Bowen on for Graham. Graham is wrapped up short of halfway. And I don't want to alarm you Bulldogs fans, but hey, what the heck? If the Rabbitohs were to win and the Bulldogs lose here, the Bulldogs season is over. That's how critical it can be. 42 metres out from the line. Thurston with the ball. Thurston drives it for the touchline. Takes it out of play. And it will be a scrum 10 metres out.
Well, that's an interesting play, because I would think that the way the Bulldogs are at the moment, you would want to keep the ball in field. Third qualifying final after this one, the Sea-Eagles up against the Rabbitohs. The Rabbitohs back in the finals after how long? 19 years?
18 back to 89.
89.
You were there in 86 in the final series for the Bunnies.
Yeah, it wasn't much good either.
Oh, they were good times. Here's Patton with a paw and he's put on his back. Strong defence. Thurston there. Sherwin away to O'Mealy. Rushed up from the scrum. Gets them outside the 20.
Well, where do they get their points, the Dogs? They won't get it by just building it up one out like this. They've got to come up with some plays and some offloads. and attack the edges of the ruck. They're in a bunch behind the play the ball.
I think it's got to be attacking the Cowboys' right-hand side defence. They've had success out towards Ash Graham and Ty Williams.
They won't do it with one-out runs, Bossy. You know, it's just charging it up like this. You know, they won't get the offload they're looking for. They've got to come up with a bit of subtlety. Roberts and Sherwin have got to get their hands on the ball.
Last tackle, Sherwin. Knock on is the call. Changeover.
Well, that's just fatigue. And Sherwin and Roberts, they just can't dominate the play at the moment. He's waiting to tackle 5 to get his hands on the ball, and then wants to come up with a genius decision, and then he's come up with a lot of bad decisions. They've had some poor ends to their sets of 6. And the home side with this crowd right behind them are less than 10 minutes away from a victory.
And a victory ensures they will get another finals match in Townsville over the course of the next few weeks. It may be in 2 weeks' time. Again, it hinges on the other matches this weekend. Payne takes off. Payne runs, is tackled 25 metres from the line by Ahmed. 20 points to 18. 9.5 minutes remain. Thurston, another good ball, and the Bulldogs' defence clinging on. They're on the edge of the cliff right now, the Bulldogs. Payne, Thurston, Jason Smith. Bowen's got it. 15 out from the line. Now for Graham. Steps and is tackled by Tonga. 11 away. This time Williams will get into dummy half. Jason Smith, they're pretty flat here across to Thurston. Thurston's going to kick across. They look to have it covered. Well, Masri does well. We'll get a 20-metre restart out of it, and Thurston again disappointed with his kick.
He did well there, Hasmel Masri. Made sure he got both feet planted in the in goal to force a 20-metre tap. But Corey Hughes has had to tap and run. He can't find anyone to hit it up. Watch how he shuffles both feet quickly to get them down in the in goal to make it a 20-metre tap. Now, Masri out of dummy half. They can't find a ball runner.
In the meantime, more one-out running. Luke Patton this time on for Ahmed. Running up there at Scott and Bowman. Bowman makes yet another tackle.
Well, they need a penalty. Have they had a penalty in the second half?
Well, just one. That was for Thurston when the Cowboys were in possession of the ball. Penalty count is 11-4.
Dummy half runs, hit-ups. It's more creativity is required here from the dummy half. Around the middle, else the time and space isn't going to come to the Bulldogs' halves.
Well, last tackle, if you want to throw another into it, what about the old-fashioned bomb there? Just kicking. There was nothing on that one. May as well have put it up high in the air. Test out Matt Bowen.
Well, mate, there's no oxygen in the brain at the moment. They've just tackled themselves to a standstill. The penalty count and the error count, all they've done is wear themselves out in defence.
So Cowboys with it outside their 20. Look at the clock. Now inside the final 8 minutes. On the 30, lost there. Big decision. I thought Ben Farron may have lost it cold, but Simpson says penalty. And I'll back his judgment. He's a little closer than we are, but just thought he loses control. El Masri's the player in the tackle. He had hold of the jumper.
Well, he's lost that cold.
He has lost.
He's lost that cold. Absolutely lost it cold. No penalty.
And again, it was referee Simpkins. I'm pretty sure the touch judge had no say in that. Matt Scott goes for a run. 35 minutes away. Penalty count goes to 12-4. Payne. On now for Faust. Tackled low down by O'Neilly. He will play it 25 metres from the line. Payne, Thurston inside for Cashmere. Turns side on. Taken by Mason. Look at that stat. 34-8. Tackles inside the opposition 20. All Cowboys. Thurston throws it short and lost. Then it came up for El Masri. And then lost by Patton. Then lost by Bowen.
No advantage.
I think there may have been 4 knock-ons there. Take your pick.
Well, I just don't know how the Dogs are going to get the ball to the other end of the field. They need a penalty. There's the knock-on. There's a knock-on. There's a knock-on. 3. There's a knock-on. 4.
So the first one's against Farah. That is why the Bulldogs have the feed here.
I don't know how they're going to get it to the other end of the field. They need a penalty, but they can't buy one.
So straight away from the scrum. Tonga's got it. With a hop and a skip. Tackled on the 20. Almost up to the final 6 minutes now. O'Neilly with another run. O'Neilly makes good ground. Almost back to the 40.
That's an inspiring run.
Tackled by Justin Smith. Now Hughes attacking this left side. Utai over the top of Thurston. Ryan quick hands for Roberts. Thought about kicking. I think everyone on the Bulldogs side was saying, no, Ben, no. Just run, Forrest. Hughes, dummy half, 42 metres out from the line. And it goes for Sherwin, then to Mason, big angle, picks out Thurston, and Thurston hangs on for dear life. He grabbed hold of a leg, and it's a big leg to grab. Now Hughes to Ryan, again to Tonga, close to the sideline. Williams makes the tackle.
He did well to stay in there, Tonga.
Last play, Hughes back to Sherwin. Sherwin, they will try the bomb. Spiralling one, here comes Patton. Bowen gets it, and is taken in goal for a line dropout.
That's the one they needed.
We'll take a break here from Townsville to the difference. We'll take all the time in the world with this line dropout. Matt Bowen, it was so close to coming down right on the crossbar. He couldn't get his feet in goal. He had to brace and be prepared for the hit from Luke Patton. And Bowen goes low. What a catch by Cooper Ritsis from the line dropout. 10 metres out from the line. Corey Hughes, dummy half. Live on Channel 9, second tackle after a line dropout was caught by Cooper Ritsis in the line of fire, 20 metres out. Sherwin now on tackle number 3, 5 away from the line, 2 points to difference. Hughes burrows in, doesn't get there. Bulldogs looking to become, for the 5th year, the 16 to win, and Mason has held up this time. He's in goal. They'll go back to the 10. That will be tackle number 5. This was the line dropout of Cooper Ritsis. What about that catch, Gus?
Well, they've still got to tackle up their sleeve. They've been getting tackled on the one blade of grass. This is tackle 5.
Sherwin out for Roberts, chased by Bowman, across it in field. Millard is tackled on the last.
No one told them. It was tackle 5 when he was held up over the line. Bad play by the Bulldogs. Yet again another poor set of 6. An end to a poor set of 6. They need the ball back.
Great defence from the Cowboys. They've dug deep there. That was a swarming Bulldogs attack. They've done tremendously well to hold them out.
It ended up 2 points the difference last night at Mount Smart, and it's 2 points the difference here inside the final 4. Thurston with the ball. Now Cashmere runs at O'Neilly and is tackled. 25 metres from their own line. Tackle number 4, Cashmere. He's okay, just soaks up some time. Thurston, don't know about giving away a time-wasting penalty right now. That would be interesting. Anything's possible. We had penalty try last night. Jason Smith goes out to Bowen, kicks from inside the 40 and well inside. Utai back for it. All right, here we go. With 3 minutes remaining, Utai gets back to the 30 on tackle number 1. 20 points to 18 after the Cowboys led early by 12 points to 0. Bulldogs fought back to lead 14-12 and then 14 all half-time. Mason, another big run. 3 in the tackle. And just a metre shy of halfway.
They'd kill for a penalty.
Corey Hughes, Chris Armour. Another one-out run. No chance of an offload. They wrap up the ball over the top. Low down was Faust. Over the top was Lillyman. Now Sherwin, he's got a kick. He sends El Masri. El Masri on the fly. Shages Steve Guerin. El Masri scores.
He's dropped it, has he?
Oh, he's gone to the corner. The corner post is gone. He may have bounced the ball. He may have been offside. It may be one of the most miraculous finals ties you've ever seen.
I don't think he scored it. I really don't think he scored it. He's onside perfectly. He had a player in support who could have scored under the post, although Thurston was there. Let's have a look at it. He hits the ground hard. Bowen, the ball comes loose.
No!
He's short. He's short. Matty Bowen with a try saver. Brings him down short, and El Masri loses the ball.
Wow. Oh, Ben Eichen, you played for North Sydney back in '97, where Matt Sears went for the corner and was cut down by Darren Albert. It cost you a spot in the grand final.
He was aimed for all money there.
Now for Bulldogs, if the Rabbitohs win tonight or the Broncos win tomorrow, the Bulldogs are out of the competition for the year. They've come within a centimetre of getting through to next week.
I'll be throwing darts at Matty Bowen. He's done so well to get across there and put himself in a position to stop what we think is going to be a no try. The laptop's going to come up in a minute and tell us. Here it is.
It's short of the line, should be scrum, and it is. Now the Bulldogs have to form quickly. They're nowhere to be seen. They have to stop the clock.
Well, I talked about speed before the game. The Cowboys have got it, and with all due respect to Hazem El Masri, the old legs just couldn't get him there quick enough. He had a big head start. A big head start. The great old player, Mark Henry and Matty Bowen. Here's Steve Folkes riding it. He looks at it, yes, no, is it? Oh, I don't know. And the result will be no try.
Bulldogs are going to go for a push in the scrum here. Haven't seen one of them for a while. Doesn't come off. Cowboys have got the ball. Still 2.5 remaining, mind you. It's a long way from over. There's time for 3 or 4 sets. Now Lillyman with the ball. Lillyman tackled, 15 metres out from his own line. Still 20 points to 18. It's been a long while since we've had points in this match. And that played only the 2 tries in the second half. Bowman with a stumble, and he'll come up short of the 30-metre line. They get to tackle number 4. The crowd has absolutely loved it. And now on tackle number 5 inside the 40, this becomes a big kick right here. It'll be Thurston. It goes out to Bowen from inside the 40, again down the centre. Doesn't he strike them well? El Masri pulls it in. With 90 seconds remaining, El Masri comes back and is thrown down. It's thrown down Cowboy style by Farah and Smith. Out for Patton now. Patton takes a run. He's wrapped up outside the 20. That eats up 2 tackles. 80 seconds remain. Matt Utai with the ball. Gets away from Thurston. Is hit by Graham. Great defence, North Queensland. Willie Tonga. O'Neilly almost loses the ball. That would have been game over. Bats it back for Tonga. Tonga's got it for the Bulldogs. And wrapped up by Faust.
Only 2 tackles left for the Bulldogs in this game, I'd imagine.
Sherwin, it could be their season. Hickey, he's lost the ball. Simpkins says knock on.
Knock on.
That should be it for the Cowboys. They say strip, the Doggies. But I don't think Hickey ever had control of the football. Now the last 3 times that Team 6 has lost in week 1 of the finals, they have been eliminated from the competition. They haven't survived the weekend. What do you think of Jason Smith right there?
Oh, it's fair game. He never had control of that ball at all. He never had control of that ball at all. And the Cowboys in front of this big home crowd only need to complete, I reckon, 4 tackles and they're through to the next round. Either next week or the week after,
they get another match in Townsville, Gus. It's a huge advantage. Another match here in front of these fans. And the team of fans out at the Cowboys Leagues Club in the car park they're watching. We can hear you. Graham has tackled, 29 metres out from the line.
It's over.
Final 10 seconds now. And an anxious wait for the Bulldogs to see if they survive the night, let alone tomorrow. Faimu tackled by O'Neilly. That's it. What a match. What a match of football. And you've watched it here live on Channel 9, 20 points to 18. And the Cowboys have won 6 straight matches, equaling the club record winning streak.